Sony is going to be testing dynamic pricing in the PlayStation Store. Now, if you're not sure what dynamic pricing means, it means the price of a game can change depending on the user or situation. So you might see a different price uh, than a different person for the same game, the same edition, on PlayStation Store. Now, there is example. Now, this isn't the first time this has been done. People see surge pricing in Uber, airline tickets. Obviously, the closer to a flight, the more expensive tickets to that flight is. Hotel booking websites. You've probably seen commercials for Trivago. Hey, uh, I got this room for $90, and the guy at the check-in desk is, I had to pay $150 for my room. How'd you get one for 90? Well, now that Sony's going to do the same thing with digital games. Reports say different PlayStation users are seeing different prices for the exact same game. Now, this is how it's going to work. Data from price tracking site shows over 150 games are part of the test, and this is across 68 regions worldwide. Discounts are going to be between 5 to 17% depending on the user. Some cases show even larger discounts of up to around 27% in experiments. Uh, Examples of games involved in this experimental pricing structure: Marvel Spider-Man 2, which you're seeing right now, God of War, Ragnarok, Red Dead Redemption 2. This testing reportedly began around late last year and expanded this year, so it's not something that just started happening, but I think more people are starting to know about it now, which is why we're reporting on it now, or I'm reporting on it now. Um, what Sony may be trying to learn, um, companies test dynamic pricing to learn who's willing to pay full price. Some games will be bought by players day one, regardless how much it costs, just because they want to have the game day one. Who only buys during sales? So likewise, there are some people who say, "Yeah, I really like that game. I can't wait." Would love to have that game, but I'll wait till it goes on sale. So they're gonna try to find out who's only shopping during sales, and they want to increase conversion rate. So, like, instead of waiting months for a sale, Sony could offer a 10% discount to you, but then offer 15% to someone else who usually waits for a normal sale just to close the deal immediately. Now, why could this become controversial? Well, I think anyone who is listening to this could come up with their own reasons why it's becoming controversial. Because people are worried it could create a scenario where two players buy the same game on the same day but pay different prices. If and that's not going to be fair. How would you feel if you bought? I'm just going to use WWE 2K as an example. How would you feel if you and someone else both bought the same game, but you had to pay $70, but someone else got to pay $60? Same edition, same PlayStation Digital, but you had to pay $10 more than someone else who bought it the same day as you. Dynamic pricing has been criticized in other industries for this reason. And Sony is also currently dealing with a massive UK lawsuit over PlayStation Store pricing, where plaintiffs claim the company inflated digital game prices due to its marketplace control. That context makes dynamic pricing even more controversial. Now, that's also one reason I did not like all digital future. Imagine if it was PlayStation or Microsoft or Nintendo. If it was just one of them telling you want this game, you have to pay it for this price. Because some games just don't go on sale. I've looked at Yakuza Like a Dragon, and they always are selling that game full price digitally. And I'm like, no, as much as I like that game, I'm not going to pay $60 for a game that's a few years old when I've seen it for 10, 15, $20 online, like for a physical copy, even if it's just disc only. So you probably have seen that if you've looked for price or for discounts yourself, or just interest in how much a game is going for digitally, so you don't have to wait for it to be shipped, you don't have to pay shipping. But are you really going to pay full price for a game if you can get it somewhere else for a fraction of the price and get it physical, even if it's just disc only? I I wouldn't. Um, like I said, as much as I would love to continue Yakuza like a Dragon, because I was like halfway through that game when I let my Game Pass subscription lapse. I'm not paying $60 to continue it. So that's that's also another reason people don't like a digital future. Um, I do have questions for you. Would you be okay paying different prices than other players? Um, would personalized discounts make you buy more games? And is this better or worse than waiting for big normal sales where everyone gets the same discount? To some people it might not matter, but I think that's really going to be on a case by case basis depending on the game. So, for action games, and like I said, Marvel Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, Red Dead Redemption 2 especially. These are not new games, but these are older games that are still sold digitally that people are paying different prices for, if you know, even if they're buying the same edition digitally. So let me know what you think. If you would be okay paying different prices than other players, and that could mean you pay more or you pay less. Um, and if you think that it's worth it to take advantage of these discounts, or just wait for a normal sale.